Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
I have with me today Dr. Ravi Doshi, who's in charge of the team of doctors who are brought to Indore to treat the increasing number of positive patients in the city. Sir, welcome to The Print. I'll start off by asking you the most important question of the hour right now. Why is the mortality rate so high? Why are people dying so quickly of COVID in the city?
Ma'am, basically, if you look at the overall mortality rate, it is quite comparable with whatever is going on around the world. We are testing patients, whosoever is coming in the moderate to severe AIDS category, only they are suffering casualties. Otherwise, we are able to discharge majority of our patients. I don't see any separate reason why there is a higher mortality in our place.
So still, from what we gather from all the officials is that source अभी तक नहीं पता है कहाँ से आया है लोगों का. ट्रैवल हिस्ट्री रिवील नहीं कर रहे हैं. आपके हिसाब से क्या सिचुएशन है, किस वजह से स्प्रेड हो रहा है?
Ma'am, it is proper localization of the hotspots. Most of the patients which we are getting from the hotspots. There is nothing that we are not able to trace from where they are coming, and individual epidemiology will be worked out over time. But we are able to trace that most of the cases are coming from the identified hotspots. Now we are getting patients referred on the first or second day, so we are able to save them in a very appropriate way. So I would not say that they are being referred late, but there is a referral process of systems which takes times at times, not always.
Right. So sir, what is the number of patients that you're treating right now in this hospital?
It's in excess of 350, ma'am.
Do you have enough ventilators, PPE kits, sanitization of areas? Do you have enough of everything?
The management over here is very future sighted, and we have an excellent infrastructural support and excellent management support, and there is no dearth of facilities, be it ventilator wise or PEP kit wise.
We also read that people more with comorbidities are being treated in this hospital. So if you could give us an idea of the sample of the patients here.
Ma'am, at present our ICU occupies more than 50 patients, which are predominantly elderly above 70 years. The most commonly we are having diabetics and patients suffering from cardiovascular diseases. They are the patients who are also identified to be at the highest risk of mortality.
So what is the special kind or different kind of treatment that is being given to them?
Apart from the standard protocol of COVID-19 pneumonia prescribed by All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, we take care of their other ailments like hypertension, diabetes, strict sugar control. We monitor their cardiovascular function. Our cardiologist helps us there. There is a full team of internists, anesthetists, pulmonologists who are all the time 24 hours monitoring these critical patients.
So talking quickly about the 100 team of doctors that you're leading, were these doctors assigned to you, or did you handpick them, or is it that you chose doctors who are specializing in certain fields that you know would be required, their expertise would be required?
Thanks to our management and our director, each and every doctor, resident, consultant is involved in our team. Handpicked, they are all parts and members of Aurobindo.
My question to you is, how many hours are these doctors working in the hospital premise, and what are the special provisions that they're taking to ensure their own safety?
Ma'am, first of all, these doctors are provided proper kits. They are instructed initially as to what are the do's and don'ts as regard to taking care of these patients, and they are all following social distancing laws. They are isolating themselves post duties. We have divided duties in such a way that one person should not come before a prefixed time, and there is no mingling amongst people who have been doing the duty and not doing the duty.
Sir, what are the complications that these patients with comorbidities have?
Ma'am, as pulmonologists, we usually work in critical care setups. We see these sort of patients even pre-COVID era. The only complication with COVID is the rapidity of deterioration is much faster. As per protocol, in whom it is not contraindicated VR, but people with cardiac ailments, hypersensitivity, those in which there is ECG changes, or they are on some other medications, then we don't give. Otherwise, to most of our patients, we are able to give after proper ECG testing.
District Collector also told us that hydroxychloroquine is being administered to the staff who's working. Is it the case here as well?
Ma'am, it is the case not only here, it is a part of healthcare worker prophylaxis as per recommendation. Every staff who is involved, every person of the hospital who enters the premises has a potential danger of exposure is being administered in a regulated way.
So sir, since this medicine has a lot of side effects, what is the dosage, what are the precautions that the people who are taking it are taking?
They have to mandatorily do an ECG prior to taking it. There is a problem of hepatitis, gastritis and allergic reactions. So we tell them the side effects the moment they start it, and we ask them to monitor it. In case they don't feel well, they are always 24 hours open to come back and report to us. 400 milligram twice daily on the first day, followed by the prescribed regimen for 5 days and 7 weeks is what we are following. Triaging is a part of effective medical management. No delay can happen because of zoning. It is proper triaging and the proper patient reaching the proper place, causing effective administration of treatment and avoiding unnecessary patients to be exposed to these diseases. All credit and foresightedness of our chairman Dr. Bhandari sir. When the cases were hardly 10 or 20, he had offered his 1,000-bedded hospital. So we were already prepared for having 1,000 cases. So all hats off to our management who was foresighted enough to foresee and provide the infrastructure from day one.
In a conversation with the print later, Dr. Doshi also talked about a therapy, an antibody therapy, which their hospital had been using and had used with over 5 patients, which showed good results. He said that this therapy had previously been used in Wuhan.
आपने कहा कि mortality rate is the same in Indore. I mean, it's at what, 5%, 5.5%. तो but what would explain previously, एक महीने पहले ही ये 10% के करीब था. What explains that, sir?
What I would presume is the patients who were certified there were a lot of referred cases from here, there. There were no protocols set up. Initially, everybody was preparing for the epidemic. It was not like people were ready from the word go. So once the protocols and triad systems have been established, there was a lot of, आप उधर नहीं जा सकते, इधर से इधर ले जाओ, इधर से इधर ले जाओ, इस चक्कर में पूरा प्रॉब्लम हो जाता था.
What kind of major difficulties are you facing right now?
On a daily basis, we are updating ourselves. There is a task force which has been formed at the level of the state, and there is a daily discussion going on. Colleagues and my senior professors, my contemporary professors, we are all sitting down morning, evening, and discussing our treatment protocols. And we are like modifying as per our experiences on a day-by-day basis, on a daily basis. Initially, when we had started treating this, we were all going by whatsoever evidence we had from China. Then subsequently, we started modifying it in terms of our own experiences, like the use of steroids in patients. So initially there was like, don't give steroids. Then it was plus minus. Then we formed a consensus that no, let us go ahead and give steroids and we'll control the problems accordingly. There was the use of some research molecules like tocilizumab. We have had the opportunity to use it in 5 of our patients. Proper use of non-invasive ventilator, NIV therapy. Initially, there was this question mark regarding NIV therapy as to how to give, whether to give, not to give. So now slowly a consensus amongst the type of patients which will benefit is coming.
And the antibody therapy that you're talking about, will it, what kind, when will it, have you started that and are you seeing the, benefits of this therapy?
Yes, ma'am. We have a few middle-aged patients in which we have given good results with that.
So where else have they done this antibody therapy?
In India, as far as I know, no center has done it. There is no data available. We have evidence from it from Wuhan. And in states, there are some unpublished trials whom we have done video conferencing with. It is like an intravenous antibiotic which is injected. We refer to it as a cytokine storm. A cytokine storm means your body is up in arms against that virus, and it is so much in up in arms that it starts harming its own cells. So this is what actually causes mortality in corona. Means the response to the infection becomes so uncontrolled that ultimately we end up losing ourselves. So we have to identify this factor in corona, and this antibody helps very much in that particular phase of disease. And if we give it appropriately, then we are able to save a lot of critical patients.
And in the 5 patients that you've administered it to, what kind of effect has it had? How?
Ma'am, out of the 5 doses that I have given, in 2 patients we have seen a remarkable difference, ma'am.
How much is the doses? What are the kind of doses?
6 to 8 milligram per kg body weight is what is recommended.
For how many days?
Ma'am, it is given stat once and repeated if required over a period of 2 to 3 days.
Okay, and in the patients that you've seen, were there very severe cases of ARV?
Yes, ma'am. We use them only in cases where conventional therapy fails.
Okay, so they were undergoing hydroxychloroquine before.
Hydroxychloroquine, steroids, oseltamivir, higher antibiotics, ventilatory support.
So that was Dr. Ravi Doshi telling us about the situation of this hospital in Indore, which is, as he says right now, ready to treat 1,000 patients if the number goes that high. With Angna Chakrabarti, this is Sonia Agarwal for The Print.